Ryan Roberts here with the new Bellevue head football coach Johnny Poynter. Coach, just talk about your coaching experience before Bellevue.
This makes my 22nd year of being a high school football coach. I started off at my alma mater, Rockhouse County, and worked there for 4 years under Tom Larkey. Then moved on to Bourbon County, was defensive coordinator there under Dudley Hilton. In 1997, we won the state championship, so that's two pretty good guys to work under, both of them in the top 5 in the history of Kentucky high school football and wins. And then I've been a head coach for 10 years at Pike Central and at Trimble County and at Bourbon County. So some programs that had some down years, and we came in and got the program turned around. Everywhere I've been, we've ended up in the top 7 as far as rankings at all those programs. So got a little bit of experience being a head coach.
Offensively, just talk about some of the key returnees as you're an assistant from last year, and then what should we expect to see from your team on offense?
Well, we've got a lot of our skill players back. I mean, we had a roster of 24, and we graduated 11 of those 24. Out of those 11, 8 of them were offensive linemen. So, but we've got a lot of our skill guys back, and not only have they got a year under their belt, but a lot of them's got 2 or 3 under their belt. I mean, Dylan Huff, Tyler Ackerson, Zach Poinsett, Justin Hatch. Those guys have got at least a couple years under their belt. Zach Barrett played last year. We've got some guys who played defense last year that are going to be asked to come over. So skill-wise, we've got a lot of experience returned. Right now we're working with some young guys on the offensive line, trying to shore that up a little bit, try to get some depth in there as well.
As far as the defense goes, just talk about what we should see on that side of the ball and who are the key returnees over there.
Well, that should be the solid part of our team. Last year during this summer period, we worked mostly on defense. It's pretty unconventional. As a lot of people that we play know, they call it the Hillbilly 6 defense. It don't really have a name as far as we play a 4-4 or 4-3, or we do what we need to do to stop you. And I think the kids really grasped it last year, and they really enjoy. Our kids actually probably enjoy playing defense more than they do playing offense. We've got 8 out of 11 guys returning on defense, and we've got another guy who got a lot of quality reps in there. So defensively, we should be pretty solid. We're not going to be very big, but we will be. Should be pretty quick.
Talk a little bit about your non-district schedule and how you think that helps prepare you for a postseason run.
Well, we open up with Walton, which is a game that they've been playing for the last few years, and it's been a pretty competitive game back and forth. We had a game scheduled with Pendleton County, but that fell through. So at the last minute, so we ended up we're having to drive all the way to Harlan County, which is going to be a 4-hour trip for us one way and 4 hours back. Then we play Fairview, who is defending Class A state runner-up. We play Holmes, and then we play Carroll County, Owen County, and Gallatin County, which are those teams that we've played for the last few years, who are they're in that AA district over there with Walton. So we're playing all of our non-district games are all above 1A, except for Fairview, who happens to be the defending state runner-up. And then we play Covington Holmes at Holmes. And the way the schedule worked out too, as far as when we lost that game with Pendleton County, it ended up costing us a home game. So then therefore we only have 4 home games this year, and got to go on the road 2 long trips. One to Harlan, which is pretty much ridiculous whenever you end up in February and March and you can't find a game. And I looked all over Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky trying to find a game. Just luckily, me being from the mountains, I know Coach Donahue, so we was able to get that game. it'll be a bowl game. It'll be a good experience for our kids to actually go and see what real mountains are. We played a JV game last year at Bracken County, and they're like, well, look at these mountains, coach. And I'm like, guys, these ain't mountains. These are just moleholes right here. So, but it'll be a good experience for them, and I think they're looking forward to it.
Lastly, Coach, let's talk about expectations for this year's team.
Well, like I said, in 1997, I was part of Dudley Hilton coming to Bourbon County, and they hadn't had a winning season in 13 years, and we went. That was Coach Hilton's first year, my first year there, and we went on to win a state championship. So I don't really sit down and say, well, this game here looks like a win, this game here looks like a loss. Unfortunately, they don't play them on paper. You got to go out there and play them, and I can't control what the other people do in the district. I know the media, you guys like to do pecking order and all that, and it'd be nice if I could go over to Coach Rash and say, Coach, you've won the district, how many years in a row? Could you let us take our turn now? But I don't think he's going to do that. I can control what my kids do, the 18, 20 kids that I got, and I got to get them playing hard and believing in themselves. And one thing, I was doing all this preseason interviews, and somebody asked me what the strength of your team is. And I said, well, I think the strength of our team is we've got about 20 kids who are physically and mentally tough and love to play the game of football. So if we can just keep on going with that, and we'll let the wins and losses fall where they may.
Coach, good luck this year.
Thanks.